Hi guys, and thank you again for taking a few moments to watch this week's video, which is directed at you, business owners. I know, life is challenging. Overlay the family filter, the client or customer filter, the team. There's a lot of drain on our time and expectations of our time. So something has to give, right? And what I hear is typically number one. It's our movement, our exercise, our training, our sport, our fitness. That tends to come in at 3, 4 on the list. I'm a massive believer that daily movement is a key to success. But what I say here is redefine up here what daily movement needs to look like. And be okay with one day it could just be a walk. Even a walk from the car to the office and back. That's daily movement. Redefine that it doesn't have to look like the one type of sport or training or lifting. Daily movement should take different styles, modalities, and we're going to talk about that. Again, one of the biggest reasons I hear from my clients as to why they fall off, drop off the fitness training wagon, it's travel. Oh, I was away last week, so I couldn't do my training. We're going to overcome that right now. I'm going to give you 4 keys to get the best out of your week from an exercise perspective as a busy business owner. The first one is you need to make time for a sport or a training or fitness that you love. Could be running, could be swimming, could be tennis, could be golf, could be football. It doesn't matter. If you love it, do it. But be okay with it only perhaps being able to be done once a week. But at least you've got that sport, that movement you love to do in your world once a week. And an extension of that is, well, the community, the people around you, the networks that you build of people who also share that love. And when you show up to a sport or to your training that you love, you show up, you're happy, you're engaged, you're enthusiastic, and people gravitate towards people like that. So first off, do what you love. The second one is don't get fixated on the time of the day for training. Yes, I always encourage my clients, we build out a structure and a routine for the week. But that structure and routine, well, it needs to be malleable. If you miss a morning session because the kids were awake and you didn't get much sleep or you have to fly somewhere, we don't just forego that session. We find either another time in the day or another day of the week where you can replace it. There's some evidence to show that perhaps lifting weights is best done later in the day, once we've had some time to fuel and eat and wake up. And cardio, well, perhaps that's best done in the morning, even in a fasted state. But do you know the actual best time to train? It's when you can. Just get it done. And if you need to, break it up. Do 2 sets of 20 minutes in the day if that's how it works best for you, as opposed to trying to find 40 minutes to an hour. Break it up throughout the day. Third one, well, this is key. So listen close. Diversity is the key to maintaining fitness and movement over the long term. What does this mean? Well, sometimes weather gets in the way. Sometimes travel gets in the way. Sometimes no access to equipment gets in the way. Just only being able to do one type of movement, fitness, sport, exercise, training is going to limit you when things come up, like it's raining outside or I'm in a hotel that doesn't have the kind of equipment I use for my training. Not only that, every type of modality of training, fitness, sports and exercise comes with its own independent benefit, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But rather than going, I only run, I only lift weights, I only do CrossFit. I only ride a bike. I only swim. Why not do all of those? You don't have to excel at all of those, but have the capability to do it. Because then when you're traveling, what a great way to explore a city. Go for a run, go for a walk. If the hotel has a really bad gym, well, some do, hop in their pool, go for that run. Or if you rock up and their gym's really good, but you don't normally do gym stuff, well, pick up some dumbbells, do a full body dumbbell workout, or hop on some of their equipment. Diversification, especially when we're traveling. That's the one that comes up. I do CrossFit, and when I got to the hotel, they didn't have a CrossFit gym there, and there was nothing around me, so I just didn't train for the week. Go for a run, go for a walk. Use what the facilities are around you. The key is just to move. And again, when you're traveling overseas, what a great way, like I say, to explore a city is to go out for a run. So make sure there's diversity in your ability to train. That for me is number one. Wherever I am in the country or the world, I will explore, I will lift, I will connect, I will play a sport, because it means I get my volume of training in. Number 4 is being open to, and definitely adapting to, duration versus intensity. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of this, but what I'm saying is there tends to be kind of three duration versus intensity components. The first is short duration, very high intensity. Think HIIT, think CrossFit. 5 to 21 minutes of just super high intense workouts. Then you've got your medium duration, medium intensity, where most people sit. It's at 45 to 90 minutes of free gym work, perhaps a run, swim, a ride, but nothing too intense or too long. And then you've probably guessed it, the third one, well, that is low intensity, huge duration. This is 90 minutes plus 2-3 hours, and typically takes the form of a long hike or a walk, for some a long run or ride. So again, typically lower intensity, but much longer duration. Don't get stuck in one of those silos. Open yourself up to all three, because all three come with their own independent benefits. When you can't do your sport as well, and I talk about values and passions with my clients, immerse yourself back into the passions of sport or fitness or exercise in different ways. It could be videos, it could be podcasts, it could be articles. Read and learn and enjoy watching the sport that you love. So guys, this is the 4 ways that you're going to stick to your exercise as a busy business owner. Make time for the sport, the fitness, the training that you love, but be okay with it if it's once a week. Don't get fixated on the time. Any time that you can get it done is the right time. Diversity is key. Start learning how to run properly, to swim properly. Engage a coach, a PT. Learn how to lift weights correctly. But also explore all those duration versus intensity ranges. Each comes with its own benefit. This will provide you with the scope to train, move every day in some way, shape or form, no matter where you are, no matter what time. And it will give you longevity. You can do this forever. So guys, take those 4, learn them, live them, love them. Take care and speak to you guys soon.